You're not shocked, are you? Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. News broke Friday afternoon that Sports Illustrated was laying off many people in its staff. Now, there was a time when Sports Illustrated was a weekly read. Then came ESPN, then the internet, and suddenly SI wasn't such a big deal. So I wasn't shocked that it's been having tough times. Not even the swimsuit issue could save it. That used to be a huge deal. Now again, thanks to the internet, not so much. So I guess it's time to say goodbye to the SI swimsuit edition.
Hi, my name's Alyssa Miller, and I am a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
I'm really gonna miss SI, the swimsuit issue. It's the only one I buy.
You're like naked.
But it makes my girlfriend jealous, and she just throws it out the door. But I always buy another one, because that's my favorite sport. When I need to see what's happening, I just watch ESPN. Bye, bye, bye.
Rubbing oils all over your naked body.
I've got to let it go. I'm really gonna miss SI, the swimsuit issue. You don't want to see a grown man cry.
We all have a set of guiding principles, the preconceptions and generalizations regarding fundamental issues of one's life and of the entire world. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, we tend never to abandon our beliefs. These are things Prospector believes on Rock 107.
The internet would be a much friendlier place if all comments included your real name and contact details. There is no such thing as first annual. I don't care if you plan on doing the event forever. The first is always the inaugural event. Boneless wings are simply chicken nuggets for grown-ups.
Well, now we know the reason he turned out the way he did. That was Things Prospector Believes on Rock 107. Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Former Journey singer Steve Perry turns 75 today. Perry plans to celebrate his birthday any way he wants it, because that's the way he needs it. Texas wants residents to reduce winter energy use. The Cowboys did their parts by keeping the lights off at AT&T Stadium over the weekend. Exorcist star Linda Blair turned 65 today. Linda looks great. Yeah, even at 65, she's still a real head-turner.
Prospector ruins everything, even the news. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
I'm breaking off squares of Nestle dough onto a sheet and tossing them in the oven. I don't bake, but I love a good baking show. I love the Great British Baking Show. I love Is It Cake, the Holiday Baking Championship, and Kids Baking Championship. But my wife told me something Sunday that bummed me out about the Kids Baking Championship. Valerie Bertinelli announced she's been canned from hosting and judging Kids Baking Championship after 12 seasons. Food Network says it's due to budget cuts. Budget cuts at a baking show? What's next? They're going to start rationing flour and sugar? She hosted and judged the show with Duff Goldman, who I like too. I like Duff, but Valerie brought the heart. I remember the first episode, I was like, why is Valerie Bertinelli there? But it didn't take long to fall in love with her on the show. She says filming the 12th season saved her life because it was during the apex year of her hell where she divorced her now ex-husband, Tom. Quote, it really hurts that I won't be able to go back and see everybody and say, hey, I made it through, end quote. Honestly, Val's maternal instincts and nurturing attitude towards the kids in the competition is what endeared me to the show in the first place. It's the heart of the show, and I think the show is going to really miss that. She also had advice for future contestants that keeps in with what I was just mentioning. Quote, if this is you and you don't make it to the next round, please always remember this. It's not because you're not a good baker. You just had a bad day. So please always believe in yourself. Do that for me and keep baking. I'll miss you guys. Now, Valerie's gone due to budget cuts. Are you telling me they can't afford the secret ingredients for the cupcakes this season? What's it, gold dust or something?
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A guy in Rhode Island was having lunch at a restaurant when he started choking on his food, and no one reacted at first. But luckily, a high schooler named Chaya Elwell knew the Heimlich and saved his life. She said she learned it in school and plans to be a paramedic someday.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
You may have heard of people tagging squirrels for research and conservation purposes. This is not that. A 62-year-old man in New York named Matt Kuhn was arrested for trapping and spray painting squirrels a bright apple red color. It's unclear why he was doing this or how he was caught. I'm guessing he was caught red-handed. 2 traps with red spray paint on them were found at the man's home, and he admitted to releasing the squirrels at another location after painting them. An official said he was using a toxic paint and that he was intentionally harming them because he didn't want them coming onto his property. The man was charged with 3 counts of poisoning or attempting to poison animals and other violations of state environmental conservation laws.
Nominee number 2.
This will make you invest in shatterproof windows. Imagine sitting in your living room when all of a sudden you hear glass shattering and your neighbor is in your house naked. The nude man in question was 27-year-old Michael Yankinchek, and once inside, he got up and started walking toward the occupants, stating, "I'm going to kill you." He said this multiple times. A male resident began to grapple with Yankinchek, but he broke free just as law enforcement arrived. Police entered the home, and the man, who was still naked, approached officers, refusing to listen to verbal commands. Police say they attempted to take Yankinchek into custody, but he continuously resisted and disobeyed numerous orders. It took 3 officers to secure him. He's now released on $15,000 bail.
And the winner is
the naked man who jumped through a neighbor's window and threatened to kill them. You are the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Or wherever you get your podcasts, so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts. I have a little fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. And today we're calling a supermarket to complain about the blue cheese that I purchased. Specifically that blue cheese has mold in it. I know it's supposed to, but let's pretend I don't. It's another Prospector prank call.
Thank you for calling. This is Jim speaking. How may I help you?
Yeah, hi. My name's Ralph. Can I speak with the manager?
Yes, this is the manager.
Oh, you're the manager?
Correct.
Great.
How may I help you?
Well, I want to bring something back, a defective product. I was trying to eat the other day. It gave me a little bit of an upset stomach.
What product did you buy?
Okay. The product I brought home, I unwrap it. I'm shocked. It's covered in mold. There's mold all over it, all the way through it. I cut it open. I look inside. There's mold. So I'm thinking, well, I guess the whole cheese is full of mold, top to bottom. So I'd like to come back and... What'd you say?
The name of the cheese?
Yeah, it's blue cheese. The cheese you sell in the little triangle shapes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you aware that blue cheese has mold?
Well, the one I have is full of mold. Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
Well, I'd eaten some
That's
of it.
what blue cheese is.
I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're trying to say to me.
Is this the first time you ever eat blue cheese in your life?
No, I have blue cheese all the time. If I get a salad or something, or I'll take a ladle and put blue cheese dressing on it. So, I mean, I'm familiar with blue cheese, all right?
The blue cheese dressing is different from our actual blue cheese. Our blue cheese does have some mold in it. That's why I want to
bring it back. Get some of that, because of the mold, You shouldn't be selling product that's full of mold.
Yes, you can return it. But you said you already ate part of it, most of it?
Well, I opened it without looking. I took a big bite. Then I looked, and I'm shocked that there's mold all over it. So, I don't know. I make myself throw up, but instead, so my stomach's upset. I don't know what to do.
Do you normally buy a different type of cheese other than blue cheese?
Yeah, normally I get the American cheese.
Yeah, if you didn't want a cheese that has mold in it, you probably should have bought the American cheese that doesn't have any mold on it.
So all of your blue cheese is covered in mold?
Yes, it's a moldy cheese.
Why would you sell a defective cheese to people like that, make them get stomach aches and all that, then take in the backside of the body and all of a sudden you got the floods coming out, right? You know what I'm saying? It burns. I don't need to tell you that, right?
People like different type of things. If you don't want any moldy cheese, then just go ahead and buy a different type of cheese.
Okay, don't sell moldy cheese to me. How's that?
What do you want me to do? You can come in, you can exchange it, or
how about this? How about
I gotta go.
All right, look, just one more thing.
I have another thing.
Would you tell me really quickly? Just say this: I'm a victim of a Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Why would I say that?
Because you're the victim of a Prospector prank call. It's a prank. It's not real, man.
Oh wow! I'm over here saying, what idiot doesn't know that blue cheese has mold on it?
Yeah, it's Prospector here on Rock 107 right now. Say hi.
Hi everyone. Thank you. You guys got me.
Listen, being a good sport, dude. Thanks a lot, man.
That was funny.